Whoa, 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 ding, ding, ding. Welcome back to the Blast from the Cast. Now, episode number 17. Today, we guys are bringing back some hockey matches. And I know you guys like those. And recently, last year, when I've done those towards the end of the season, y'all liked them. And there's a match right now that's happening. It's just started like not even 10 minutes ago. So well, not even 5 minutes ago, so I'm trying to figure out what the fuck am I doing here. It's Montreal and Toronto going face to face, and they just said the lines, and I never said my prediction. So I'm trying to move my ass here, trying to, ah, come on. It's like 0-0. Uh, Sometimes I will just go like this, sometimes, and I'll just do it like this. Something that's being a pisser right now, and I hate this moment because I definitely know I have a bad moment here. If YouTube can be matched. I know today sounds dumb as it sounds, but we need some fucking live streams in this shit. But the thing is, I need to go get at least some water and shit so I can enjoy this match. This match I'm about to see right here on this screen. Okay, now it's on. So now I'm just gonna wait my turn. See if I can at least do that, then get some water, get back in here, and see this match. Okay. So yeah, this is like freaking weird as it sounds, but it's just so crispy, you know. But the fact that it's like new levels type shit. Thing is, we're seeing this. I'm seeing this match right now, so that means now I should say I played a little bit of Minecraft behind the scenes to do a couple things, which wasn't a big deal. Now we're just keeping this live stream rolling, but usually I don't live stream. Usually it doesn't happen on this Saturday, so I'm just that's weird. Now I'm missing on like goals and shit. And it's usually Steve Dangle that does it for me, so now it should work. Oh, okay. That's dumb. Okay, this is gonna start really bad on my end. Yo, what's up? What now? Don't care. Bye.
That's the dimensions for my house.
Don't care. I'm doing the podcast right now. Get it. Being pissed off at the moment on the fact that this can't even work properly. Now that's fucking weird.
The Habs will go to the power play.
And Toronto, apparently, they already got a goal. And my prediction is Toronto that's gonna win.
Someone listens to my podcast. I got a tweet.
Just
I
based
said,
off
I
of
wonder if
what
Martin
they've said as
rest.
players.
Like maybe he should rest against the Habs. And then they said Gio scores 90 seconds in. He scored less than 90 seconds in. I think it was 53 seconds in. Shut up.
And Montreal on power play. And Bell Center.
I would love. I don't know if the Leafs are doing a skills competition. I know the Jets had theirs. But I would love to see where Kelly Yarncroke would finish. Because he's got wheels, man. It really was. Really good. Such great acceleration. As we get a whistle. It's been such a trying year. I think the expectations for the Montreal Canadiens.
Fuck bitch. This fucking piece of shit.
them in a tough spot, but Nick Suzuki, a young captain, got good character. And Mark Giordano, by the way, signed. I think it's $800,000 this year and next. Unreal. Leafs clear it, less than halfway, or less than half of the penalty to go here from Montreal. Caulfield's such a huge loss for this roster, man.
I think it's a dumb Xbox problem, but that's
No matter what you think of the Habs or where they're going to finish on the season or anything.
so. I still think
And
that
if I'm mistaken, their power play is
it's
really
so
struggling.
fucking dumb.
But having Cole Caulfield out there, sorry, you got to worry about it. You have to. The shot's too lethal to not worry about. Bang from the point.
The Toronto already 1-0.
Absolute bit of an errant pass. Fancy footwork there from Camp. Leaves clear it, less than 10 seconds to go here. Montevo can't even play that. That was perfect. The penalty will expire. Leafs kill it off. Habs no shots on goal. Hall collects that errant pass. Gio, fake clapper. True sign of a bet. Ooh, not a great pass though. Oh, high and wide. From Pacetta. Not even on an assigned line tonight. Job from Martin St. Louis. Getting him out there in an offensive position. Open Matthews almost comes the other way and scores. Martin loves a long range pass. Loves connecting them too.
Okay.
Getting a little sloppy here. Bring Montreal in. Pass for Suzuki.
Yeah.
Oh, good breakout there by the Leafs. 2-on-1. Willie with yard throw. Willie shoots and misses. I call that the Beyblade. But when you miss wide and it goes all the way around, you got to chase it down.
I'll just leave this rolling.
Oh, another great pass. This time to Tavares, rebound in front. Yarncrow can't get a stick down. Marner overskates it. Do the Leafs pay for it? Oh, they might. Oh, Samsonov stop. Rebound. Stop by Samsonov. Fire wagon hockey here. Riley taking it up. Why not? Dumps it in. Reinforcements arrive though. Bobby McMahon breaks it up. Leafs hold on to it. No one blocked it here. That's number first goal for like the third time. I was so mad he got robbed. Who was that against? That's crap. Detroit? Montreal. I think it was Detroit. Like it was the right call, but also nuts to that. Justin Hall just fall on top of his goal. Did I see that? Did I see that perfectly? Oh, David Camp, you're going to need that. Go get it. Steve's on it. And now Holloway. Taken away. Comes across. Up by McMahon. Man, there again, helping to break up plays. Good example of just Michelle Keefe. Really likes this player. I'm not going to tell him he's wrong. He ain't. There's Pizzetta again.
Are you ready?
Okay, that's better. That's better. That's better. That's better. I'm gonna leave it on, so whatever.
The Kirby Doc, here.
Oh, wait. Now I have it good. Now I have it good.
Uh-oh, who was that? I don't know if you want to open that door.
Mark Giordano scored the first goal.
Oh, and sound attack.
Holy shit. 1-0 already.
I did not know that.
Don't know what the timings are, but I'm definitely gonna fill up this water and I'll be right back.
on Watch Hockey Night in Canada with Steve Dangle, presented by Coca-Cola. Look at that.
Subscribe to the Blast on the Cast. You know.
It's actually quite soothing. Click subscribe. Tell all your friends and get in the chat. Get in the chat. Poor Until Rotten in the chat says, is Marner a top 3 winger in this league? Wow. That is a tough one. He's up there. He's very high up there. But man, there are so many really good wingers in this league. Like here, I'm stalling to pull this up right now. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. So some players who screw this up, like Rantanen is sometimes a center, sometimes a winger. McDavid and Draisaitl alone screw it up because they play together so much. Is he better than Kucherov? Is he better than Pasternak? Is he better than Jason Robertson?
You already
That's
know.
tough, man.
You already know that's gonna be
He doesn't have
tough.
to be top 3.
That's tough.
Flowers. You know what I mean? He doesn't have to be top
1-0.
3.
I mean,
Talk about
Toronto's definitely gonna win
extremely
this
good and extremely valuable.
because they just lost Cold Coffee on our side.
Oh boy, top 3? Not for me. Not for me. I think top 10. In terms of two-way wingers, maybe top 3. Got to be up there. He's got a 19-game home point streak. He set the least point streak record this season. He's on the top power play. He's on the top penalty kill. Scored a shorty last game. He's unreal. Top 3. A lot of players in this league, man. There's a lot of players in this league. That's a tough one.
But it's still 1-0.
Why do Matthews and Marner share the A?
Still 1-0 though.
Well, because of that, man. I thought he was with the power in the net for a goal. Tavares is the captain.
Usually
Riley,
at this
based on
point, I would start
seniority,
eating
is
chips,
the other assistant captain, and I think they were really considering.
but I'm not that hungry right now. And it looks like Mota Boat
And then Matthews and
in
Marner
the
split it.
goals on Montreal says. Don't know
Because
about
on any given night,
Toronto.
you're only allowed to have 3 letters. I think it's as simple as that. I also think it's overstated. Like, it's supposed to be a ref thing.
No rough thing.
Talking to the refs.
That's dumb.
I don't know. I've watched a lot of NHL games. Feels like anyone who wants to talk to the ref can. It is yipping and yapping all the time. Does Nick Foligno wear a letter from the Bruins when he said those bad words? Maybe. Maybe. I feel like it was Bergeron, Marchand, Costa, McAvoy wear one sometimes. It's oh, Willie, great burst of speed. No, that's Doc. That's the number 1. Earlier, I was just chatting to myself because I didn't see a scoring chance developing, and there it was. Habs taking up the other way. It does not feel like the shots are 3-3 at all. Feels like there's been a lot of action. Maybe that's coffee. That was a handsome transition.
Oh, that was an ad revenue thing. Okay. I thought it was something else.
Opportunity here for the Leafs. Bad angle, though. Can they keep possession? Where is it? Bouncing around. It's behind the net. Oh, he's lying on the shift here. McMahon gets a tee. Engvall, 74 to 47. Can't do many of those combinations in the league. Engvall! I was worried about that. Sort of eats it backwards, which can pay off and look really cool. It's a little low percentage. Why not try it? Tops it up. Here come the Habs. This is 3-on-2. Oh, Simmons gets back, though. Good job. Drop in the Leafs' fourth line of recovery there.
rolling it back into Montreal ice. Just over 6 minutes remaining in this opening period. Giordano.
Yeah, that's got to be outside, right? Perfect going in after. The Leafs have to be going for a line change, and they are. Here come reinforcements over the boards in waves. Liljegren just holding on to it. They got to be outside. Okay, Ref says no. Can't wait
Okay,
for
well,
the
that's
9-minute review of
still
this. Well,
remaining
stop there for
stupid.
Montembeau. Might be saving
That's
us all.
still remaining stupid
Over to Riley.
in every aspect of that bullshit.
How did he stay on his feet there? What a run!
What the fuck am I doing? I'm like,
Whoa! Back at it. Tavares. So, Leafs wholesale change there as Jack Eye gets it behind the Habs net.
"5 minutes to this first period."
Really? Gets it deep. Chasing it down. Bunting forces the turnover. Willie, tape to tape. Wrong guy.
Down to the side of the league net.
Son up, tries to help out the D. It actually works. Look at that. Ignore the if you're a goaltender, 10 the goal guy. Matthews going after it. Tries to take it back, but it doesn't quite work. Willie digs it out. So that clip to your uncle. Gio shoots again. God, that would have been great. Willie loses it. Gio goes back to get it.
Get the eyes of the goaltender. That went from down in the corner back to the point. It's got to be considered.
Some of you were watching this and you were hurt by that. I'm an uncle and I think Nylander's first. Okay, fine. Fine. Perhaps that is out of date.
Ties him up.
But if you're not that uncle, you know that uncle. I think they need to trade Willie Nylander for insert the name of any third line forward or third pairing defenseman. David Camp is just having a casual chat with the official while in a puck battle. Liljegren puts it on. Why? This game is a little sloppy and ridiculous. He's taken down behind the net. No call. He's hold his own though. Wow. Oh, Engvall almost had a nice one in the phone booth. Bobby McMahon.
That could have been a really nice moment. 2-0 moment. Oh, they're going to try again.
Going for the passion. He puts it on tip. Oh, the Leafs won the zone again. Yeah, they unfortunately have to get rid of it. Leafs widening the gap in shots. 7-3 now. And it's starting to feel like it. Sandin loses it, though. It only takes one to tie it right now. Montreal, a little bit of sustained zone time for quite some time. What a dangle from Mitch Marner.
Oh, no. No way. Nice. 2-0. Let's go.
I want to see this again from a guy who I didn't even think was on the lineup card to start this game. Watch this dangle here from Mitch Marner. Finds it in his feet. Ew. Oh, that's so not nice. Doesn't wait for his friends. Drives the net. Shoots. Stops. Timmins goes straight to Yarncroke. That doesn't hit nothing. Oh my goodness, what a pass.
Number 19 shot it in.
He can't believe it.
With the help of Marner and someone else
2.5 to go in the
that I didn't
first.
even see because I can't see jack shit. So
Surely you look happy about it.
nice. Nice lead.
They dropped the puck, can't review it. No take backs. Oh, Simmons.
That's 3-0. That was really funny.
Wow, that would have been An astounding goal. Yarncrow with his 10th of the season.
Montembeau is having a little bit of trouble here.
Not a big goal scorer in this league, but a very consistent.
2-0 to start it. Let's make it 3.
Count on him for about 15.
I mean, only then, like, 2 minutes left pretty much.
Going the last couple of months, he might have
And, I thought it was going to be a fight.
Uh-oh. That was a potential breakaway situation there. Leafs escape it. Kerfoot gets the entry. Fourth line got to be deep in their shift right now. Yeah, Nylander's out there looking for changes. Leafs will draw their first
You know
power
how
play.
you start eating chips
Nylander.
or something
Kerfoot looks for a lane. Finds one.
when I go to the second game?
Bangs in the rebound. Leafs hold on to it for a little while. Why not? Matthews puts it on. Oh, God. I think he kicked it off the post and wasn't able to bury it.
Oh, that would have been a 3-0 moment.
Leafs almost make it 3-0 right there.
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and tap in with the
Nice shirt, Gabby.
4 or 5 straight shifts in the offensive zone. Kerfoot getting in.
What happened there?
By Dadonov.
Donov gets into the hands of Kerfoot. Matthews throws it on. Oh, right off the bar.
Oh, then like the bottom of the
bar point
post.
blank twice.
Oh, that's mean.
Ifs and buts were
He could have landed that 3-0 right there and then.
Game 7. But tonight is not Game 7. It is Game 47. The Leafs have a 2-0 lead and they head onto their first power play. You know what? Yeah, we've got to hydrate between shifts, coach. My voice is cracked way too much on this stream, considering it's the first period.
Considering the blast from the cast, like and subscribe. Obviously, you already know.
I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. Shout out producer Luis. That graphic. That was a well-timed graphic. Good graphic. Questions from the chat. Oh, that's mean. Daniel, how many current Habs would make the Leafs lineup? But since you asked, I need to. Okay. Habs lineup. I'm just gonna go from what I remember. Like for example, Rem Pitlick is on their top line.
Not so bad, not so bad, not so bad. Actually, it's not so bad.
I don't know where Josh Anderson would make it. But
Oh,
surely
excuse me on that one. I took a null on that one.
Or like a Wayne Simmons. Wouldn't you want Arbor Jackeye? Come on. Don't be mean. Don't be mean.
Usually, what
On the other
happens
hand,
here at this point is the
if
fact
you got
that,
to,
I mean,
you still can. Their defense is like the greenest in the entire league. Leafs on the power play, by the way. Their goaltending has been
Donanova in the penalty from Montreal. So power play on Toronto.
Matthews blast, stop, get no zone face off. Tavares dumped in front.
They come at you in waves.
59 seconds left in the first round, but this is a good round.
This young Habs group adding, I mean, we're all getting too caught up in the dark. Who is generational?
The core 4 offensively, with the exception of.
Well, like Mitchkov looks pretty good.
Able to stay intact.
Fantilli looks pretty good. This is a good draft, man. Even if it's not one of those 3, I'm not looking forward to Montreal getting 1, or thanks to Florida, potentially 2 really good players in this draft to add to the cupboard. Leafs have a bit of an
Fact is here at this point.
Score here. Riley stopped by Montembeau.
Yeah.
Riley on the back there.
So if the Leafs don't score in the next 40 seconds before intermission, they will start the second period with a short power play. Oh, don't make me do math. They said there'd be no math. 40 seconds? That sounds right. About 40 seconds. Tavares gets kicked out of the draw. Which center should replace him? It's Matthews, and he wins. Leafs under 40 seconds to work here before intermission.
First to Riley.
That means the top unit should be out there the whole time. On! Rebound! Montevo stops it! It's loose! Willie puts it on! Another stop!
Oh, that could have been another moment.
Yeah, Parsons won one, I think. Willie racing back. Suzuki with it. Where is it? Stopped by Samsonov. Bad dash in the final 15 seconds of the first period. Leafs look to make it 3-0 here. Willie puts it on. Stop. By Montevo for a face-off. What a sequence!
That on a Saturday night in Montreal.
What a sequence! Habs with only 4 shots on goal in this period, and a quarter of them have come on this penalty kill. Oh, what
Could have done that 3-0 again. 3-0 lead in the first round. That would be really good.
Samsonov was on his own defenseman. Thank goodness he stopped that. I don't think I could have handled the takes. 8.8 seconds to make a little bit of magic. Let's see if they can do it. They win the face-off. Marner, across the Riley. Oh, knocked wide. Are we going to get... Yep, we'll get one more face-off before intermission. Marner knows he was close. Love that Marner look. That's how you know they're having fun. Big block. Big block from Kovacevic.
Ooh.
Or is it Kovacevic? I've heard both.
God knows on that one. But the thing is,
11 of 14 face-offs.
2.2 seconds, so one more face-off, so one shot. I'm Otabo.
Morak lining up with Tavares. That'll do it for the period. Whoop, whoop, whoop. No rough stuff. Gio. Oh, opens up the scoring. The Leafs' second straight goal. He gets it
2-0.
first minute.
That's a good start.
Kelly Yarncroke.
It's a good start for the team that all want to win.
After an unreal Connor Timmins pass.
Usually when Steve Dangle does it, usually I wait like
Montreal.
2-3 minutes to up there before
Like that.
it ends. So.
Like that. Heading into intermission. Watch Hockey Night in Canada with
Intermission.
Presented by.
This is where I pull up my snap. But I gotta piss off my older sister, you know.
Subscribe. Tell all your friends that there's magic when we cheer together for crying out loud. There's magic. Every time you kick back.
We gotta piss off. I'm gonna go piss her off, and we'll be right back with a snack.
You know?
But
You know? Pokimane asked, favorite non-hockey YouTuber? Is his name Izar? I think it's Izar.
I'll be right back.
He's an Australian YouTuber who makes, well, he doesn't just make Red Dead content, but the stuff I love the most is his Red Dead Redemption 2 content. Those of you who don't know what Red Dead Redemption is, how dare you? And also, it is a cowboy video game where you eat canned beans. Del Tago, how are you feeling? Much better than I was 48 hours ago. Well, let me tell you, that was about as sick as I have been. I feel like in Toronto, you know that saying, like, oh, do you know Jim in Canada? It's like that these days, except with illnesses. Hey, did you get that awful stomach bug that was going around? Yes, I did. I did. No, so I'm feeling better now. Thank you for asking. That's nice. Ooh, and Nathan, favorite type of sandwich? A hot dog. What? What? Anyway, we're going to get to our intermission entertainment as I chuck that into the ether. You want to see some hat picks? I bet you do. It's time for a few clips from Steve's Hat Picks here on the Sportsnet YouTube channel. And once that's done, more of my face. Yes. Hello, friends. Steve Dangle here, and welcome to another edition of Steve's Hat Picks, where we take a look at the best from around the NHL over the past week. A little positive spin for you. Speaking of positive spin, check this out from a player not to be be mistaken with Mikko Lehtinen, Arturi Lehkonen.
He's a in this category, but back in time with Picard, he always plays it away. He's this wasn't an accident. Watch it again. Hold on to the puck. Held on to the puck just long enough. That wasn't a home pass. He knew exactly where he was. Puts that a little bit behind him. That's okay. He has enough time. He's all alone. Lehkonen does a smart thing. He doesn't try to dust it off.
I love a goal where you can hear the crowd go, I can't believe it! Like, this is in Colorado, which means the building's full of Colorado Avalanche fans, which means they're having the time of their lives, because even though the Avs are kind of struggling this season, they're the reigning Stanley Cup champions, and it's impossible to have a bad day. So I imagine. That's how I assume life is. The finish from Arturi Lehkonen is obvious. Just the who even thinks to do that? That's pure instinct. But there's so much more. Because on top of it being a spin goal, it's actually a spin pass from Nathan MacKinnon. Look.
Just long enough. That wasn't a home pass. He knew exactly where he was.
But I think my favorite part of this goal, the part that made me burst out laughing, check out Evan Rodriguez, not knowing that first.
The gang is back.
How hard do you think that decision was this summer? Hey, Evan, the Colorado Avalanche want to sign. Yes, what a goal. That's a hat trick. Staying with the trend of spinning moves, this goal from Connor McDavid is gross. But we're going to focus on the grunt work of Taylor Yamamoto.
Kulikov challenging Connor.
Oh, last night. Oh my god. This was gross. I saw the highlights of this the other day and last night, like this morning when I was before I woke up there.
Sensational goal. Yeah, it's a forecheck.
I knew that Edmonton was gonna win. I'm not that dumb. There's dumb and there's dumb, okay?
Steals it. McDavid picks up, little spin move. And he goes through Zegras in the dust there. He stops so quickly. Watch this. Slams on the brakes. Watch him fly right by and a beautiful
And now we're gonna pull out the chips.
Malkin-esque.
Yamamoto is great on display. I just wanted to make fun of the fact that, you know what? I know that's a 5-star goal right there. We've got to focus on that goal. Connor McDavid's putting
All season.
career is putting people on a poster. On a poster. Legitimate question for all of the faithful out there. Connor McDavid has so many hat tricks. Like, should we just have like a dedicated weekly Connor McDavid mixtape? What should we call it? The McHat mix? He's silly.
Now we're back to regular uploads on the gaming channel.
That's a hat trick.
I took 1 week off because of a hard time of our I'll say family reasons. And as well. Haynes in Columbus.
Restored a 2-goal lead. He anticipates this play not only with a good stick check, but then he follows it up. And this is where the race begins. As Bernie's coming forward, Chatfield's already going the other way. So he ducks down the shoulder. That's forehand backhand far side. And that's a tough one to give up here on that power play for the Blue Jackets.
It's a fancy, flashy goal. But watch Chatfield at the very beginning of his play developing. Look at his body language and look how early the potential for this play to happen.
He anticipates this play not only with a good stick check.
He read that play like a month in advance. No wonder he was able to score that. Taylor Chatfield. That's a hat trick. While the Carolina Hurricanes are great, they are not immortal. You're Dawson Mercer of the New Jersey Devils. This whole thing. back in over the line. Broken up there defensively by David Severson. What a gorgeous opportunity for the Devils. He's right back in. To the corner. It's way away for the Devils. Way down the road. Mercer splits the knee. Backhand, forehand. What a strong take as he turns the corner and attacks back downhill. With a little goal by Dawson Burke. What a goal! The closed captioning for the goal would just be like watching a player get the puck and say, you know what? I won't be denied. Not today. Not on this play anyway. Gross. What a goal. That's a hat trick. This one's a hat trick, not just because of the swallowing save, but because it's a buzzer beating save, just like Marc-Andre Fleury in Game 7 against the Red Wings in 2009. And now, as I say that, I'm realizing 2009 was 14 years ago, and I could use a better example. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you not know that? Did I ruin your day? Anyway, watch it. The winning takes the win. Hard to get it up and over the pad. Tries to shoot it hard, but he doesn't get it up high enough. And Vasilevsky in desperation. And watch Vasilevsky's glove. Not only has he got the pad there, but he's got his glove. So Lazar would have to go right up under the bottom.
I want to fix up this.
Lightning are hockey game winning automatons. You make an absolutely death-defying wild save. Wild. Win the game. No. 2 points in the standings. And look at the reaction of the Lightning. They look disappointed for making it so close. Like, gosh, we could have handled that better. And maybe that goal would have gone in if the Canucks were on a power play like they should have been, because Mikhail Sergachev, the Falcon, punched Connor Garland. But, whatever. Unreal save. That's a hat pick. Yeah. Now, a save cannot be a buzzer beater because technically the buzzer was not beaten. But for our final hat pick, the buzzer was indeed beaten. Here's DeAndre Miller also heating up for the two-win rate. What a goal.
Damn, boy.
He goes over and he goes over and he's like, "The fuck am I doing?" And I'm like,
Oh, I just have to reference from Madison Square Garden. I want to go see a game there so bad. I bought tickets once from a guy outside. They were fake. I was definitely a stupid tourist in that moment. I still resented. But imagine having real tickets to this game so that you can be there for this moment and hear the roar of the crowd. Unreal excitement and a great finish from DeAndre Miller. That's a hat pick. So that is it for this episode of Steve's Hat Picks. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you liked this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. Don't buy tickets off of strangers outside when you don't know what a Rangers ticket looks like either. No, God. Don't buy tickets off of strangers on the street. That's all I'm trying to say. Now I know a lot of you are wondering, Steve, how much did 107 American dollars? It was very sad. I'm still sad. I'm still bitter about it. And then I had to do the confusion, and I got over it because New York has everything. Anyway, hey, welcome back to Watch Hockey Night in Canada with Steve Dangle, presented by Coca-Cola. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends there's magic when we cheer together, and we need to cheer the Leafs on. Hold on. Lead here against the Montreal Canadiens. Unless you're a Montreal Canadiens fan, then you're saying, shut up, Steve! Which is valid. You're also screaming that if you know me, and especially if you're my dad. Hi, Gary. Are you watching? Can I talk about your band? It's called Atomic Tomb Metal. He loves when I mention his band. He's in a band. Anyway, hey, would you like $350? I bet you would. That's enough money to go to a Rangers game in New York. If you didn't give the money to a stranger on the streets. Well, you can win a $350 Visa or MasterCard courtesy of Coca-Cola, but you have to do two things. The first thing, you got to go to sportsnet.ca/magic moments. That's sportsnet.ca/magic moments, sportsnet.ca/magic moments, and you got to enter a special word. It is a very long word, so you need to pay attention. You need to read this graphic in its entirety. You need to commit it to memory. Annalena wine mixer. I know it was POW. This one's pop. Very close to that. POP pop. You enter that on sportsnet.ca/magic moments.
I'll be laughing.
Cola. Aren't they nice? They are. Very nice. Rather sweet. Hey, would you like to see some highlights from a period where the Leafs were very good? I bet you would. Let's check it out.
Whatever.
And after this, by the way, I think we should have a little Bruce Boudreau chat. Or maybe we could save it for second intermission. Is that custom? What's up with Matthews' head? Do I just not have the new hats? Those were nice new hats. Here's a close-up of Mark Giordano hydrating before he scores a goal, showing that you need to be hydrated before you score. See, that was slow-motion skaters hydrating. It's not as good as the goalies, Luis. It's just not as good. Goalies hydrating that's what gets me. All right, who put this together? There you go. Hey, look, stuff happening. Matthews gains the zone. I love this little pass from Willie. And Gio tucks it right under the arm of Sam Montembeault, who's cursing me out behind the scenes. Is it Tom? Is it producer Stu? I love you. I love you all just the same. Great snipe from Gio is how you pronounce it. This was a great stop from Samsonov. Both goalies faced pretty challenging first shots of the game. Bobby McMahon and Pierre Engvall teaming up to keep that out of the net. Justin Hall as well. All those wall sits came in handy there. This rip from Aston Reese hit the post. Look how much that spun. Aston Reese, I think that's the one he wasn't called for, which is wild. And watch Mitch Marner on this play. Ew! Goodbye! Drives the net himself. He gets... All those wall sits came in handy there. This rip from Aston Reese hit the post. Look how much that spun. Aston Reese, I think that's the one he wasn't called for, which is wild. And watch Mitch Marner on this play. Ew! Goodbye! Drives the net himself. Stupid. He gets stopped by Montembeault, but Connor Timmins, how does this puck get through without hitting anything? Except for Calle Yarncroke. Even the cameraman got head fake. Yarncroke. The look on his face says it all. Tavares right in Montembeau's kitchen there, but no goal. The Leafs will start the second period on the power play with a 2-0 lead as well. So
Very
Justin
great.
said, "Bro talk?" ? So this is the most bizarre thing. I don't recall ever seeing something like this. So, you know, you get fans who chant things like "Fire Lindy," like they were in New Jersey, and they ended up saying "Sorry, Lindy," because Lindy was so good. That's not usually how it goes. Fans usually say, "Fire this coach, he stinks." The most iconic example of that
usually.
was the Leafs fans chanting "Fire Wilson," and then Brian Burke, the Leafs GM at the time,
But I was
basically
like,
confirming,
the fuck, man?
yeah, the fans chanting his name was cruel.
But I was like, what the fuck am I
torture.
doing if I'm gonna
And
be
I
turning around and doing
wrote
something?
another game of that.
And it also sounds stupid as it
So-
sounds, but what the fuck am I doing?
It has happened many times, many ways. What you don't see is what's happening in Vancouver. Bruce Boudreau has been asked about his job for the last 2 weeks, and it's not just because the Canucks are struggling. Because this will happen. Hey, do you worry about your job? Do you worry about your job? Coaches get those questions.
All right, let's go. Round 2.
It's that we've known not only is Bruce Boudreau going to get fired, he basically is fired, and we know who the next coach of the Canucks is. It's Rick Tocchet. He currently has a TV job, which I guess he's leaving to coach the Vancouver Canucks. Canucks fans chanted "Bruce, there it is" in favor of the coach who's about to be fired because they love him so much. We know tonight is basically guaranteed to be his last game as the Canucks head coach. Canucks fans are going to be rapturous for him, whether they're winning or losing. They were losing 3-1 when they chanted his name last game. And that's what Rick Tocchet has to walk into. Yeah, welcome to town. What a mess in Vancouver. The Leafs had 6 shots on that power play. Holy moly. Shots are 16-4 in favor of the Leafs. Had a couple of decent looks there in the first 40 seconds. Weren't able to convert. Some of the big boys stay out there. Shot attempts, I believe that'll bring it to 33-9. Hasn't exactly been close. Look, that's gruesome. Oh,
That's triple.
goodness. In the first period, the Leafs had 2 minutes and 51 seconds of ozone possession, Habs less than a minute. Put pressure on this.
Fucking bad
all
for
of a sudden-
Montreal right now.
Kind of looks like Montembeau was kind of good, despite getting beaten by Gio there. Another nice little play from Bobby McMahon. Nothing fancy. Just kind of responsible with the Bucks. Leafs holding the at the blue line. Engvall with it. Weird calling from this angle. I couldn't tell if I liked it. Variety though. Spice life. Camp battling for it. All of them are battling for it. Leafs basically surrounded the net there. Uh-oh, Habs. They have the zone. They have a shot. They have a
Oh.
Anderson, man.
You got lucky there.
All the time, but
Anderson got lucky there.
Scores against the Leafs a lot.
That's cool.
A lot.
Congratulations.
Just like that. Habs cut the lead in half. All those numbers. They were so good in the first. They did this. They did that. And with one shot. Now a 1-goal game. Josh Anderson left wide open. Great look. Great shot. Great goal. Now a 2-1 game. Less than 2 minutes into the second. So a pretty hot start to both periods. Leafs get one in the first. Habs get one in the second.
Ooh. I don't know. Now it's gonna be a
I don't know what that
questionable
gonna do.
match here at this point.
I don't know why.
2-1 now.
Man, you were making finger gestures. Could have just used the giant hand with the giant finger. That's almost holds his own there. Remember the Leafs offside? They are. Kerfoot doesn't know it. They are definitely offside. That's hilarious. So, whoa! Let's calm down, everybody. Let's calm down.
They're adventurous and they're back.
We got a whistle here.
Let the bird season January 4th at 8:30 on CBC. Stream 3 on CBC Gem. There's so much talk around here from Marty St. Louis.
Trying to look up Josh Anderson's season here.
No, you don't. Had a
Oh boy. So that's his 14th goal, which isn't bad. Probably not up to his paycheck,
The second period,
but it's not bad.
against Florida.
Just 3 assists on the season, though. 16 points. Well, I guess 17. And this is.
Okay, that's dumb. Okay, this is fucking stupid.
Sandine gains the zone. Up and out. Strange play. He didn't really have anyone with him.
On Ontario. Tap into nonstop sports action with BetMGM. Download the BetMGM app and feel the roar of the king of sportsbooks.
Now, Anderson talked about his shoulder surgery. He said his left shoulder is stronger than his right now. So, kind of giving Caulfield, you got to get it.
4 of those 14 goals have been game winners.
That you did.
Well, we know this one won't. On account of the Leafs. Oh, nice little steal from Bunting. Oh, he almost finds Nylander in front. That almost happened faster than the cameraman could handle it.
Talk about the success of his surgery and try Caulfield.
Oh, what a bang pass from Sandine to Matthews. You can tell they love playing together.
That back.
Oh, how does Bunting hold on to that? How do the Leafs still have it? Riley on rebound. Habs hold on to it.
Hoffman with the aerial today.
This first line,
Off Nylander.
I mean, yeah, you look at the goals. When they're playing well, the puck is
David Savard up the board.
just sticks to them. They cannot do anything wrong with it. They cannot lose it.
He's failed to click with Pitlick. And his goal now is the difference of the game.
Leafs in a bit of a messy line change there.
Veteran David
Has trouble getting everyone over the boards.
up and
Bit of a disconnected shift.
Bounce it in. $1,000 lighter in the wallet after buying from the league for a reverse hit. Small 2 nights ago.
They've had trouble getting possession as a result. Let me know in the comment box if you have more thoughts on the Boudreaux thing. Obviously, I mean, it's the Leafs Habs game. We won't talk about it now, but at intermission, we can talk more. It's a fascinating story.
For 5 feet before it needed to be.
Like, the Canucks are obviously a flawed team in their construction.
Now with those sweaters on.
Bullshit.
It's often when you get the puck.
Bullshit, but still too
But,
late.
like, I feel like they have too much talent to be this bad.
Oh.
The organization is shambolic. This hit, by the way, I thought should have been a suspension.
That was a damage.
Mike
That was
Matheson
damage.
was fined for it.
Happy to have Matheson.
It's not that I think he's a bad guy. It's that
17 games.
it's interference. Like, it was a missed call. We know it was interference because the NHL fined him for interference. What I want to know is, how is it only a fine? The guy was injured on the play, and I know that's not supposed to matter, but it tends to matter when it comes to the NHL's decision making.
Doc on this face off against him.
Like, Eric Stahl was not easy on the play. I was pretty surprised. And also, not.
Now we're in the live stream right now.
In their zone. Oh boy, they're gonna cough it up here.
Usually I'm okay with it. And tomorrow I might.
Just all stop the goal
Whoa,
there.
whoa, chill. Relax. No, the fucking
The third line was out there for the one
fucking
goal.
don't.
The second.
The tie doesn't matter because like
Getting out of their own zone would be a start. They do. They get at least a partial change. Marner finally off. Engvall up to Camp. Oh, Camp looking for McMahon. Could argue that was a hole. Pretty hard for either team to come by a call tonight. Unbelievable. Shots are 18-6. Engvall comes up with a fortunate bounce, gets it deep for the fourth line, which Alexander Kerfoot is on, which is it's weird. It's still weird. Gotta wonder what the Leafs' plans are for the trade deadline. Because Kerfoot is the dude who screws it up for me. I have no idea where they want him in the lineup. I don't know what the Leafs' ideal lineup is. Like, frankly, I was surprised they sent down Constantine. I think part of that is they want him to be on the Marlies for their 7-game road trip. They want him playing games with the Marlies during the All-Star break, which is coming up pretty soon. Maybe they want to see a little bit more of Kerfoot at center. They want to see a little bit more of what they have with McMahon.
I'm just excited for the playoffs to happen, and that's where I piss off. That's where the federal bullshits and everything come in.
Josh
I'm not in the mood for that unless there's a goal. But
the Leafs escaped that one. Habs with a bit of
no, unless they start winning, then I'll yell out federal bullshit and shit.
Willie looking for Frenchie, finds him, Matthew, puts it on. Montreal covers up to the danger.
Best attributes for Anderson is his speed. He uses his legs to get some separation. Quick little turnaround. Try top shot.
Josh Anderson, man.
Saved by Samson.
Loves playing the Leafs. Samsonov with the big movements there. Get a little scared of the big movements. But when the Leafs are playing their best, whoever's in net, whether it's Murray or Samsonov, the goalie makes the first save, the Leafs clear up the rest. There shouldn't be a second one. Watch Hockey Night in Canada with Steve Dangle, presented by, it's chilly. It's still chilly. This has been out of the fridge for some time. Presented by Coca-Cola. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your
Obviously
friends.
Coca-Cola, but I'm not a Coca-Cola fan either.
Jazz.
Like I've tried that before, and for me,
That's
every
for
time I feel
Is it weird
sick
for me to
after. I
cheer for
don't
my
know
team
why.
to lose?
I take one sip and I just want to throw up
like,
afterwards.
listen,
Like that's how bad it is. I never take
cheer
it.
when
Dr.
it's
Pepper,
dark.
I can drink that all day.
I would tell Habs
But
fans,
it's still-
yeah, you should cheer for your team to lose.
Yeah,
And like
full of fucking sugar and
resting
everything.
an
I
injured
don't
player,
buy that
for
often.
example, is good for two reasons. One, they
I only buy them for work,
recover
but
quicker and more
sugar,
efficiently and more
to,
thoroughly.
like keep me like
And number two, your team's not as good.
keep me awake,
So
keep me
they
having a
move down
diet
to the
like
standings and have a
very
better
good.
chance of getting Guard or Fantilli or Mitchkov. But when I was cheering for the Leafs to tank, which was a number of years ago now, thank goodness. I spent enough time in that purgatory, thanks. Now I just get tortured in April, but then sometimes August. But, and May. Thank you, Montreal. Boy, it's a lot of trauma, hockey-related trauma to go around. Where was I going with that? Oh, yeah. So I remember cheering for the Leafs to lose. See, that's not true. I never cheered for them to lose. I wanted them to lose. I didn't cheer for it. There's a difference. I would cheer for them when they scored, and I would cheer for them when they won, and then I would look at the standings and look at the teams that they passed and go, shoot. Oh, fiddlesticks. I would say fiddlesticks at the top of my lungs. I was at the game where Boyd Devereaux got a hat trick that screwed up the Leafs getting the 5th overall pick. They would have got the 5th overall pick in 2009. So they got 7 years.
So far.
Oh my goodness! Where is it?
Oh my god, the clutch! The clutch! Oh shit!
Not comfortable at all.
Damn, buddy.
I need to replay him. That nonsense. Oh no, Samsonov's hurt. Samsonov's hurt. Oh dear. He's looking a little. Oh no, what happened? Oh boy.
On the leg out twice, got a little help behind him from Matthews.
Oh boy.
Bench side just.
And Murray not on the Leafs bench on account of there's no space for the backup goalie on the bench.
Oh,
I think Matheson whacked him right in the face with a stick.
Wait.
Watch this on. Watch this on. Watch this. Get shanked. Oh! Oh boy, he got hit real hard there. Matheson basically took a slap shot with him.
And slap shot with a fucking stick.
You weren't terribly close to the puck there, Mike.
Ouch! Man, I got hurt.
Is he staying in the game?
Athletic therapist was out. But Matt Murray will stay across the way here in Montreal. He doesn't sit on the
Wow.
bench.
That's a
What
tough
a turn of
motherfucker.
events there.
That's a tough motherfucker right there.
And
Oh.
he stops the first shot he sees after that whistle. Wow.
Nice. Nice shot. And got hit in the face. And still kept going. That's a man.
That'll be something to see if he can stick in this game.
Whatever he could.
That was concerning to be sure.
Nice shot by Edmondson.
The Leafs have been handing all season long. You gotta think, if we get an icing call, you gotta think at some point they want a starter to emerge. Not because one is bad, but because one is so overwhelmingly good. Samsonov. Now I've gotten into the habit of calling him Samsonov. I know it's supposed to be Samsonov. Samsonov has been that good. He's had a few blips. Every goalie's going to have a blip. He out-dueled Connor Hellebuyck the other night. But for him to get injured in this game would be brutal for his season, for the Leaf season, for everybody. He took quite the whack there. I'm surprised to see him still in this game. Helmets work, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Clean face-off win from Tavares. Is this just going to be another ice? No, it is not. Marner creates turnover. Not able to center it. Tavares chasing after Dadonov. Riley. After starting to play much better. I know the shot saved 20 to 10. Considering the Leafs were like quadrupling them in shots for the period, but they're playing much better. Not to mention the Leafs have a 2-goal lead. Now it's just one. Coming way out to challenge it. Habs really catching up in terms of shot attempts.
Oh.
Wow. Sammy got spilled there. I didn't quite see what happened. Did he get clipped by his own guy? He's doing a good job to break up the. Oh, never mind. Here it comes. Rebound. Just wide.
That's a rebound.
Jump into the board. Whoa! Throw a big hit. They hit their own guy. Montreal starting to pour on the energy a little bit here. Leafs need a big momentum shift here. Matthews out there. That's a good start. Shoot it. He does. He hits his own guy. Can everyone stop doing that?
Inside the line of Matthews back.
Timmins goes to throw a hit. Doesn't get much of it. Great receipt of the pass from Bunting. Nylander grabs the rebound. Tries to get a pass to Matthews, who makes a glove save. Offensive zone pass. Sure. Why not? Battle for it in the corner. We got a hockey team, folks. Indeed. Matthews. Long shot. Lines its way through, but not to the back of the net. Really battling. This is a nice little moment. Unless that's a penalty. It's not. Matthews. Deep. Misses Willie, though. Timmins goes for the offensive pinch. Sandy Moore. Tricky pass. Bad angle for the shot, though. Goodness, the Leafs have possession for so long. Bunting knocked down in front by Savard. Montembeau knocked over
Alright,
It's
just
gonna
have
be a penalty.
to
It's gonna
unplug
be-
back because he was a little dead earlier when I started. So now we're good.
bet it
I'm not
is.
charging things.
Kirby Doc with it. Oh,
We'll be good for one.
Play. Are they going to call this? Oh, Aston Reese gets it. I think they're going to call this goalie interference there. It was Bunting running into Montreal.
Both nets. You got a non-call on one side as Pezetta comes around, gets skate to skate, down goes Samsonov.
There's the first one. Jeez.
Unable to stop, gets knocked in.
Oh, I had the right. I saw 8 as the second number. Rasmus Sandin. I don't see a lot of
Put me that guy.
goalie
The guy
interference.
Steve Engel just said. He's probably going to go in the cashew for goalie interference.
Watch Hockey Night in Canada with Steve Dangle. Done by Coca-Cola. I'm Steve Dangle. Click, subscribe. Tell all your friends there's a magic room we cheer together and we have to cheer for this team. This penalty. A friend of mine just texted me knowing that I'm working. Is this what Samsonov always looks like? First of all, yes. Second of all, what do you mean? His movements are huge and chaotic. You're confident he's going to make the stop even though every puck looks like it's going to go in. And generally, he stops enough shots to give you a chance to win. That is the Healy Samsonov experience, in my experience. You know, I said there weren't many penalties in this game. I should have shut up. I don't know how to do that. Case in point, the microphone. Burnley FC asks, will the Sabres make the playoffs? So, I had this conversation with a couple friends recently on a podcast, as friends do. The Sabres are really hot. The teams in front of them are really cold. Washington, they're about 500 in their last 10. Pittsburgh's 4-5-1 in their last 10. The Islanders are 2-5-3. That is garbage. Now, here's the thing. The Sabres, who have 49 points, would have to pass both the Islanders and Pittsburgh.
So I don't think it's shit the way he says that. I don't think it's the way
For
it's
the Sabres
shit.
to make the playoffs, they'll have to.
But Islanders, I believe, is more shit.
That the Islanders
2-5-3. You can't have that in the match. That's fucked up. I don't think he could say fucking made it because
they lost 7 straight.
49 points and you have that. You're fucked.
That's cool. If the Sabres wear their goat head jerseys for the rest of the season, they will make the playoffs. Otherwise, I think they might just miss. They're a hard team to bet against, though. I wonder how many teams on the verge of making the playoffs, like that are borderline playoff teams. I wonder how many of them lie. We've seen the Sabres do that in the past. They did it when they traded for Wayne Simmons. They weren't really able to see much of it because the COVID shutdown. Dadnov puts it on. It goes wide.
8 minutes, still 2-1 in the match.
Boy, really taking their time getting rid of that thing, but they finally do. This penalty is half kills. Oh my goodness. Does that player fall off of the bench? What's that? Marner dumps it.
Yeah, good stick by Giordano. You know it's not
A
necessarily.
lot of players are falling down barely on camera. Screwing me up.
Minutes to go here with the second period. Remember, a half minute remaining and they stand.
Josh Anderson.
Morgan Riley.
Mystifying player. Some games, barely noticeable or usable. Other games, he is an unstoppable juggernaut force of nature. And in the second period, he has turned into that. Rebound!
Rebound!
Goes around.
Rebound.
9 seconds to this power play. 5 seconds to go. And he's going to have to burst out of that box real quick. Ab's still with it. Get out there, Rasmus. Get out there. There he is, lad. Behind the net. You got to be a forward, Rasmus. You got to be a forward. And stop by the glove of Ilya Samsonov. You love to see it. When the Habs are catching up in a big way. See what I mean? That shot counter? I know it was a power play, but the Leafs had those too. That's a great stop from Sammy. Lost the stick there. Watching the Capitals fans said to look
Yo,
out
that
for
was
that.
nice.
Nice little glove save, and I like that he throws on a little mustard. Habs out shooting the Leafs by nearly 2-1 here in the second period.
Shots 11-6, Montreal.
You see the overall in the game. No, the Leafs
7
were
minutes
outplaying.
left.
No. It was 2-0 after one when they were severely outplaying. What's happened since? What's happened since is Montreal has come on in a big way. They cut the lead in half. You could argue they still have the momentum because of that power play. Even though the Leafs were fighting to get it back. Really nice shift from the top line. Up there right now to hopefully raise hell. And here come the Habs. Break up the pass. Oh my goodness, that a goal! Wow, what a shift!
No,
And the
no,
fourth line
no,
comes up big.
no, this is bad. Oh, fuck.
RV Bernard.
Oh, shit. Now the federal bullshit is gonna come in. Boom.
It is not funny. Everyone behind the scenes. I was saying, there's a player on this Habs roster I don't even recognize. And I said it was RV Bernard, and I said he's definitely scoring tonight. And there he is. Roofs it up over Ilya Samsonov. This is how the Habs got to score. Fight and claw, tooth and nail. Lepkowski is out. Caulfield is out. A lot of your biggest guns are out. You got to score. RV Bernard gets his first of the season. Second goal. Is that over?
Bullshit. Federal bullshit.
He had one last year in 4 games. So
Fucking not alright, this is the
just
fucking
third
system.
game of the season. 24-year-old was a 2019 7th rounder for Montreal. And he's got 2 goals in 7 games. It's not a bad start to your NHL career. This 24-year-old just turned 24 January 6th. Ooh, nice entry from Tavares. Offside. Ooh.
Fucking move them out of the building.
Go.
Fucking hell.
First period. I tried to tell you they were looking good. They tie it. And that's finger guy. What is he trying to communicate? 3. I don't. 3. Trois. No, he says trois. I can lip read in French as well. Watch this. Wow. No, I don't. Don't ask me to lip read whatever else he says. I know numbers, letters, and I can maybe do days of the week and ask to go to the bathroom. That's about all I can do. So if he says moi, où la piscine, mercredi, I might be able to figure it out. You really love the music, how it flows off my tongue. It's all happening in Montreal, folks. Watch Hockey Night in Canada with Steve Dangle, presented by Coca-Cola. They don't tell me I have to put this on screen every time I say it. I just do. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. The Canadians tie it up, and I have an idea. Play better. Play the way you were in the first. The Habs are generating a lot of offense for a team with 3.5 lines. You know? And you got to give the Habs credit. They fought tooth and nail. They obviously turned it up a notch. But don't the Leafs do this so much, man? So much. You thought for a team with 3.5 lines. You know? And you got to give the Habs credit. They fought tooth and nail. They obviously turned it up a notch.
But don't the Leafs do this so much, man? So much. You saw how they played against the Jets? You could argue they got outplayed. I would argue that they needed to be the more defensive team because they scored 8 seconds into the second. They scored 3 goals in, I think, 8 minutes, and they were always up. They've played some of the best teams in this league so closely. Like, even that loss against Boston, I lament some of the goals that went in.
But the loss against Boston, I was going for Boston because I know they're so fucking good on defense, especially every year.
And now here the Leafs are against the Habs team that are cold as ice and reeling. And they're getting killed, frankly, in the second period.
Let's give it a 2. 5 minutes, 15 minutes. 5 minutes and 15 seconds left.
Got to get that momentum back.
Fucking score.
Wham! Missed. I don't think I've ever seen Engvall take a slap shot from the swing. I don't know what the strategy was there. Here comes Kirby Doc. Actually, this stuff. Sometimes I confuse his jersey number with Christian Dvorak. I cannot explain why. One is 28, the other is 77.
Far side where
Our brains work in mysterious ways. Ask Grace. Chips it to a line mate who is changing. So the Habs take it back again. Unbelievable. The shots are almost tied. I think it was 54 in favor of the Leafs after 1. Simmons tries to get it deep, intercepted by Edmondson, who once cross-checked him in the head. I'm going to say it until it's not true, and it's always true, so I'm going to keep saying it. That go in. Oh, the Leafs real close to giving up a third there. And forget blowing a lead. Habs might take one of their own. Yeah, fencing for it. Someone help them. They're in the middle of the line change. That's Therese, hit by Anderson. This is a poor showing from the Leafs. My goodness, they're running for their lives right now.
Gotten those 3.5 minutes left of the second period. And now it's a tiebreaker. So this is going to be funny.
Cannot believe this is the same pair of teams that we watched in the first period. Can you? As the
So yeah, 3 minutes and 25 seconds left.
Glass, and we'll get a whistle. This is brutal. Leafs need to turn this around in a big way. Oh, did that hit the bar? I think it did. Oh, it hit Gio. Oh, that's a different shot. What a mess of a shit.
You piece of shit.
Gio's such a warrior. I love you. Don't ever leave. Your contract expires. Retire. And then join the Leafs. Do not join the Habs. I meant to say the Flames, but don't join the Habs either. For his career. Montreal. It in. Really protect the guy. Rebound. Stop it, Simpson. Where is it? Oh my goodness, that's great.
That's a rebound. That's definitely a rebound for sure.
Matthews with a big hit. Helps to create a turnover. Leafs break it out. Break it out with a little speed. Here comes Willie. Throws back though. He didn't have the lane. Timmins gets it deep. I'm not sure where the Leafs will be without this top line here in the second. Away to Montreal. Riley goes to get it. We'll get icing call mercifully.
there again is that line just creating chaos and all kinds of traffic in front of the net. Look at the rebounds there, backhand almost.
Let's have a look at this chaos again.
Many shifts.
Oh,
Okay, that's going to be weird. That's a weird
prevented
match.
himself from having to make the second save.
It went from very good to very stressful very fucking quick.
I don't think he did that on purpose either. He almost put it in his own net. The Habs, I cannot believe it.
They tied that so fucking fast.
That's the shots, boys. Yarn Crow. Doesn't get hurt. Oh, the zone. He does. to get possession back. Marner almost to it first. Leafs will at least get the puck back. Back in. Dig for it. Dig for it. Help out the captain, man. Yarncrow comes out with it. I think Tavares kicked it to him. Riley looking for a friend. He finds one. On. Sharp angle, but there's a rebound at least. Lilligren gets it back to Riley. On. Wide. Whoa. I think that one caught Montembeau by surprise. When he caught it, they could change some margin.
Believe it did.
I thought that save deserved better.
Wait, maybe it did. Yes, it did.
That shot.
That if he didn't caught that, it would have went in.
Deflection, but it caught the cameraman off guard. That's happened a few
Or it
times.
could hit the crossbar in the corner. Or else that would have been really nice if that would have went in. 3-2 advantage. That's Piranha. Oh, fuck off.
You can't complain about that, Gio. That's interference every time. Every time.
Tyler roll
And if I
bullshit.
have one criticism about Mark Giordano, and I've said this, he takes too many calls. Second on the Leafs in penalty minutes, behind only Michael Bunting. Makes sense. That's interference every time, bro. Oh my God.
He's in the penalty shits twice now.
He gets rid of the puck. Does not have the puck. No, he doesn't have the puck. Trying to get this.
Okay.
And now Montreal with an opportunity to take the lead here at the end of the second. Imagine the ovation in Montreal if they're able to do that. They blow the zone there, though. Whoa! Montembeau almost ending up on Steve's dangets there. Absolutely.
That was really bad.
Fortunate there for the Leafs. Some inconsistency. He and Dadonov sat for 4 or 5. A little bit of a message sending from Marty St. Louis. Now you. To continue my point, it's not just that Giordano is second on the Leafs in penalty minutes. He's first amongst defensemen by an incredible margin. So he's got 43 penalty minutes now. Sitting at 41. Justin Hall is second among the Leafs D in penalty minutes. How many penalty minutes do you think he's got? 20. I think Giordano might have a fight and or a misconduct in there, probably from that Flyers game. But he's taken a lot of minor penalties. Probably leads to. I think he might even have more than Bunting. Bunting's taken a few misconducts. Wham! Up and over. Leafs. It's
42 seconds of the second round.
There. Dookie giving him the business. What happened? Oh, he got hit in the head. Suzuki saying he shook it off. I mean, yeah, that's the whole thing, though.
Oh my gosh.
This should be
Fucking hell. Fucking asshole.
Sammy buying some time.
Oh, yes,
I
he
think that
did.
might have skipped up off the whole stick there. And it drilled him right in the head. You can see the strap off, clear as day. Hall points at it. He was pretty upset. I don't think I've seen Samsonov that upset. Say what you want. Some of his inconsistencies in his
By the way, I've been calling him Samsonov.
You didn't give him shit
once.
for that.
I said it. Number two,
Fucking asshole.
whenever I say Samsonov,
You piece of
I
shit.
can't help but think of certain. Simon Holt. Great player. Super underrated. Leafs able to clear it.
And usually I
30
don't live
seconds
stream
to go
these
here in the
things.
second.
Usually I would cut and edit these things.
They screw it
But
up.
this week, since it's a comeback,
Just realized
because I haven't done one in 2 weeks, I think they deserve it. I mean, you guys deserve a live stream.
Under 20
What
seconds
I'm up
to go.
to, and 15 seconds left.
Habs at bay for crying out loud. Oh, Tampa with the break. God, doesn't get the zone though. Oh,
3,
Leafs
2,
left to shoot.
Soul
Habs gonna get a
Survivor.
lead shot. No, they're not. Oh, the Leafs.
Ooh. Ooh, there could have been a really bad. It could have been really bad right there.
Oh, a 2-0 lead, and are probably fortunate to not be losing this game right now.
It went from 2-0 to a tie.
And out chancing and frankly outplaying.
So now I'm
They're
not
in
even
that
sure
second
what the
period,
fuck is up now.
News.
But
Heading into the third, even though the Leafs will begin the third period on the penalty kill, it's tied. That wasn't good
that's like the
news.
penalty
at the beginning of the
shit.
game. Seeing the way the rest of it went, could have gone worse. Watch Hockey Night in Canada with Steve Dangle, presented by Coca-Cola. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends that there's magic when we cheer together. There needs to be some Leaf magic in the third period. Let's secure 2 points, huh? It's Montreal in the year of our Lord 2023 with 11 forward, 7 defensemen. Come on. It shouldn't be this difficult. They just lost one of their best players. You're one of the best teams in the league. Begging you to play like it. It's one thing if you're just not getting the bounces and you get screwed by a couple lucky bounces and your goaltending's not so good, whatever. You could argue Samsonov's the best Leaf on the ice. Come on. We will be right back. Well, I will be right back. But your intermission entertainment. We got What's Your Starting Lineup? Got a little power rankings with Ryan Dixon. We got some Kipper and Bourne coming at you. And then we'll be back with some more of my face. First, you didn't pick yourself. A lot of people picked you. It's nice, yeah.
Now it's a bit weird. It went from 2-0 to tiebreaker.
You get to pick.
I should have called a fucking penalty for that shit.
David,
Hit him in the face.
McDavid,
Twice.
Connor McDavid.
Fucking assholes.
Left wing.
That's fucking federal bullshit.
Left wing, sorry. Car, Yossi, Oli, Vasilevsky. Surprised you didn't pick yourself. A lot of people picked you. I'm gonna take Austin Matthews. Matthews. Yeah. Probably David. I'll do my brother.
I was gonna say.
I'm gonna change that up. Oh, nothing to do with Connor. But my brother, Robbie Thomas, and myself, forwards, Quinn Hughes, Noah Hannafin, Roman there, one of my best buddies. Got a good team. You can throw
That's a
anybody.
good lineup.
You can throw anybody in goal there. We got a good team. Yeah, three centers to fill out the boards. McDavid, Matthews, Crosby.
Yeah, I'm gonna question myself on that one. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna drop these bowls upstairs. I had a good snack, so
David,
talk about this shit.
Connor. Team, I think. Vasilevsky, David McKinnon, Hedman, Yossi,
Crosby. Connor McDavid, Nathan McKinnon, Dale McCarr, Roman Yossi, Ovechkin. That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. And do you have a goalie? Myself, of course. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Very good. Yeah. I'm gonna take myself in net. Excellent. Yep. Absolutely. On D, I'm gonna take Miro Heiskanen. I think he's the best defenseman in the NHL. Dante Fabro from Nashville. He was my roommate in college. Excellent. He's a great player, great guy. Brady Kachuk. And forward, Clayton Keller. Also, and then I'm gonna take Austin Matthews. Oh, so you're going Olympic style. You got two centers on one line. Yes. Kind of a running down like offense. That's not bad.
Years, Matt Dumba has been rumored to be on his way out of Minnesota. It looks like it's finally going to happen this summer. Today on the Sportsnet Power Ranking, get that bag! It's time for a free agency check-in. There are a lot of prominent UFA forwards. Chicago and St. Louis alone give us Patrick Kane, Jonathan Toews, Ryan O'Reilly, and Vladimir Tarasenko. There's also Vancouver center Bo Horvat, and all of those are guys who've done a ton with their current teams and could be moved before the deadline, then hit the open market. Now the forward who will almost certainly command the biggest new contract is Boston Bruins winger David Pastrnak. Will the Bees let it come to that, or can they lock him up before other teams can start whispering in his ear? Should Detroit Red Wing captain Dylan Larkin make it to the open market, it would certainly be a unique situation. Rarely do you see a guy of Larkin's talent hit the open market at such a young age. He won't turn 27 until a couple weeks after free agency opens in July. Let's turn our attention to the D-men, where one summer after being the top blue liner on the market, John Klingberg can once again shop his services to the highest bidder about 8 months after he signed a one-year deal in Anaheim. For years, Matt Dumba has been rumored to be on his way out of Minnesota. Well, it looks like it's finally going to happen this summer, with the Wild facing a cap crunch and the 28-year-old likely being a luxury they just cannot afford. Like Dumba, Damon Severson is a right shot rear guard, probably getting squeezed out of his current situation. Severson may be having an off year with the New Jersey Devils, but you could bet people are going to look at his body of work as an offensive defenseman and pick up the phone. Okay, we've talked forwards and defensemen. Now let's focus on the goaltenders. Sure seems like there's a fit for the Pittsburgh Penguins to bring the currently injured Tristan Jarry back. But one intriguing situation is in Carolina with Frederik Andersen. The former Leaf had a fantastic debut in Carolina last year, finishing fourth Vezina Trophy voting. Andersen, however, has missed much of this season with injury, having just returned to the crease. Both he and backup Antti Ranta are UFA eligible, and with Peter Kochetkov stepping in and doing so well when both guys were injured earlier this year, you have to wonder how things are going to shake out in the Carolina crease. Now, Anderson is going to be 34 when next season starts, and even though Semyon Varlamov will be 35, the veteran can certainly expect to attract some interest if he doesn't sign an extension with the Islanders. Varlamov has been a steady backup to Ilya Sorokin this year. And if you go back to the start of the 17-18 season, so 5+ years ago, he actually got the 5th best save percentage among goalies during that span. The most accomplished goaltender on the open market this year will be 2-time Stanley Cup champion Jonathan Quick. Could the lifelong king find a ride with another club for a season or two? Could he come back to LA? Or could the 2012 Conn Smythe winner just call it a great career at 37 years old? Now let's take a look at the full ranking. Michael Bunting has been such a nice fit with the Maple Leafs. He's not the only UFA they got to wonder about. Alexander Kerfoot, Pierre Engvall, Justin Hall, all eligible to walk this summer. One team that could have a ton of blue line turnover this summer, the Washington Capitals. John Carlson is basically the only D-man they have under contract for next season. A couple prominent Buffalo Sabres are on expiring deals. Captain Kyle Okposo and the longest-serving member of the Sabres, Zemgus Girgensson, both eligible to become UFAs this summer. And San Jose is the team that figures to have lots of turnover in the next little while, and Timo Meier, probably going to be moved before the deadline, will command lots of attention on the open market this summer. All right, I'm Ryan Dixon. I'm already amped for free agent frenzy, but before we get there, make sure you keep coming back here all season long for your Sportsnet Power Ranking.
So let's just say Samsonov.
Okay, that was weird. It was a very weird call. They should have done.
Give him a chance to run with it for two in a
Still
row.
give
You
him
go
the
back
boost
to
for
him
that.
Saturday night Montreal, or do you
So now I'm probably
play
gonna
off
look
that
at desks, I think, because I want to get myself a new desk
feeling
and
good about
the
themselves
new
at the
desk is
same
gonna come in with the
time?
new office and everything. We still need those
Somebody
posters,
run.
by the way.
That means somebody else.
Those are in the works.
Is Sheldon okay with one goalie feeling bad about themselves for maybe a week?
Certainly not. They're like
Yeah.
two young children that need equal amounts of love. Let me ask you, if they made a deal for a different goaltender at the deadline, let's just say they said, we can get rid of Murray's cap hit, we can spend that money on another player, we're able to get goalie X at a retained salary. Sure.
He's a sin.
Okay.
We're throwing. I don't know if you saw the
Varlamov.
You watch highlights of that Varlamov.
Whatever. Whoever it is.
4 goals went through his glove last night.
I'm right. You're not helping it. Would you think it a waste of assets for the Leafs to try to improve in net?
Yes.
I fucking called
I
it.
would be so upset
Fucking asshole.
that you just spent 65 games and we still
Something I've never done again.
throwing
Fucking
spinning
bitch.
on the wall to see if it sticks. I'd be really upset if I was Brendan or the board of.
Nick could have been
directors.
injured right there and
What
then.
the hell have you been doing?
Like
for
that could have been
60
a
games?
really
On the other hand,
ending South moment.
Another goalie.
if you point at the pile of noodles on the floor and say nothing stuck, so you want me to keep trying to stick the same noodles, or should I get some other noodles?
You're the noodle and you're joining our pile. Okay? That's what I say. You're one of those noodles. I don't want to hear that.
Okay.
I don't. That's your bed. Lie in it. Mm-hmm. Those are your goalies. That's what you told me you wanted to do. You did it. Don't bail on it now.
Oh. All right.
Good joke.
Biggest start of the year by far for Samsonov.
Really big one. Biggest one. Hey, if I'm Samsonov, I'm feeling really good about coming in cold against Florida and doing what I did. I am going in tonight with a ton of confidence. And I think this has a chance to be a low-scoring game tonight.
I'm going to take the other side of that. I think this Jets team scores like crazy, and Samsonov scares the hell out of me. The Leafs goalies scare me. I just can't.
Yeah. I picked up a little bit of Rick Bonus last night that says that we got to do a better job around Hellebuck.
Yeah.
And we got to tighten things up. To me, that's the focus of Winnipeg tonight, not putting the puck in the net.
Yeah.
I mean, I could be wrong.
No.
I could be right. We'll have to wait and see how this plays out.
Anything is back.
Welcome back. Watch Hockey Night in Canada with Steve Dangle, presented by Coca-Cola. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe. Tell your friends that there's magic when we cheer together. You need to cheer. The Leafs have a better third period than they did in the second. And you need to cheer
The second round didn't go good.
for your potential
Very damaged.
to win $350.
Wanted that ruthless aggression.
Steve, how do I do that? To that, I say, weren't you paying attention to first intermission?
It could have been a 3-0 and would have really sucked for them, right? And it would have been not bad.
Sportsnet.ca/magic moments. Wait, Steve, I wasn't paying attention. Okay, pay attention this time. Sportsnet.ca/magic moments. You go there. It's going to ask you for a word. The word is 1, 2, 3 letters. It is. I thought I timed that well. I timed that decently. Pie. Enter that in on sportsnet.ca/magic moments for your opportunity to win $350 from Coca-Cola. They're great. They're lovely. And this can is still very cold. Should I be impressed by that? It feels like most cans, it's a pretty warm basement right now. This is engineering at its finest. Steve, how does the product taste? No. Don't focus on that. Focus on how cold the can is. Anyway. Everybody. Questions from the chat. Lupinko, have you bought anything new for the Blue Room? Yes, I recently have. Are any of them within arm's reach? Okay, one of them is. I bought a new Grant Fuhrer figure for. It's over on my. Can I show you? It's right. There. Because I had a hockey. I had a Team Canada Grant Fuhrer figure, but the box was like sun-dyed and breaking, so I got a new-looking Edmonton Oilers one. I don't know if they made any Grant Fuhrer Leafs ones. And I also got a Raymond Bourque on the Avalanche. Ooh. There he is. That's very cool.
100% on the cases, but I hope. It'll be over 2 hours for sure for this match. But holy
It's a
shit!
picture of myself, Raymond Bourque.
Damn, boy.
That trophy, to be specific, for being the top fundraising team at the Eric Lindros Celebrity Hockey Classic. And when they gave me the trophy, I'm still trying to find if anyone has footage of this from the tournament. So if you were at that tournament and you're watching this right now, please send it to me. But as soon as I got the cup, I handed it to Ray Bourque, just like Joe Sakic did. And that felt great, let me tell you. I can now say I have done what only Joe Sakic has done, and that is pass the Stanley Cup to Raymond Bourque. By the way, if you missed intermission from 32 Thoughts, Elliot Friedman and Jeff Merrick, Edmonton and Toronto are looking at Gavrikov, a defenseman from the Columbus Blue Jackets. Now, I've seen Gavrikov rumors go around, and I've seen people point to his numbers and how terrible they are.
I'm not questioning myself on this part, but
Blue Jackets. I haven't looked it up, but I doubt anyone on the Blue Jackets has good numbers. You can be pretty confident.
I doubt myself on that one.
Gavrikov, on account of he helped.
But on the last one, that's where it's going to be the outro. So once the game begins again.
Once. But whatever. You're not special. Lots of teams have eliminated the Leafs. Horvat, Suter's getting narrowed down. And Rick Tocchet is expected to be named the head coach of the Vancouver Canucks Monday, which is wild because the Canucks play tonight. And Bruce Boudreau's still there.
Yeah, he is.
What is this? This is honestly, I got a job to do. I make a video after every Leafs game. And I'm going to make a video after this game like I always do. But as soon as I'm done, I'm watching the Canucks game. 100%. It's in Vancouver. Who does not want to see this gong show unfold? Either way, it's a great story.
I don't know.
If they lose, it's one of many losses they've had this season. If they win, it's the team rallying around Bruce for one last hurrah. I mean, ultimately what I want to see out of this is Bruce Boudreau coming home to work for the team that he literally cheers for. He literally is still, to this day, a Leafs fan. He talked about this with Elliot Friedman. It's a feature, I believe, on this YouTube channel. The dude's straight up a Leafs fan. When he works for other teams, he's a fan of that team, too. But the dude cheers for the Leafs. Steve, are you saying he should take over Sheldon Keefe's job? I didn't say that. Steve, you're saying he should be an assistant coach and potentially screw everything up. I didn't say that either. But I do want him to work for the Leafs in some way, shape, or form. Heck, you know how his season might end is working the trade deadline for. That you're looking for. Didn't he? Got the second period. Didn't he do it for Sportsnet 1 year?
Round 3 started.
Anyway, third period has begun. We got a tie game here.
somewhat okay. My haircut there looks a little bit ugly, but it's all good. It's all good. You
Got a
feel me?
tied game here. Less than 30 seconds to go here in this Habs power play. We got a
Looking for
Didn't he?
that second period.
Didn't he do it for Sportsnet 1 year? Anyway, third period has begun. We got a tied
Yeah.
game here.
Tied game. This is fucking
mean,
weird as shit.
We got a tied game here. Less than 30 seconds to go here in this Habs power play. We got a 2-2 game in Montreal. Leafs with a really, really tough second period.
So it is, the reality of what the season
But it's jump ball right now.
Look towards the trade deadline.
By the way, that man with the glasses there, that's Stefan Robida, who I completely forgot worked for the Habs.
Can't do anything about that. And think of last year.
Did he ever work for the Leafs?
Trading Toffoli, eventually.
He became such a myth when he was on Robida Island, but it's easy to forget he was ever a Leaf. Leafs clear it. This will just about kill that power play. He played 52 games for the Leafs. Oh, it was in the Horacek year. That'll do it. That's why we all forget. Whoa! Oh. Sammy did not know where that puck was. But the Leafs kill the penalty. The big boys are out there. Willie driving wide on Matheson. Drives around the net. Looking for Liljegren. What a pass. Liljegren puts it on. I think by Montreal.
Holy shit, 90 miles per hour. What the
He
fuck?
recovers in time to prevent a real disaster, but the Habs have it anyway. Behind the net. We'll take behind the net instead of in front. Behind the net. Matthews. One arms it to Liljegren. Liljegren. Nice. Patience. Boys playing. Here comes Tavares. He's got a little bit of space. Tries to dangle through a couple Habs. It doesn't work. Line mates Yarncroke and Marner out there with him now. Marner seeing a lot of ice to start the second period here. Third period, sorry. Was on the penalty kill, and now he's out there at 5-on-5 or so less than 2 minutes into the sprint. Nice little bump pass to Tavares. Good patience finding Marner. Timmins! Wide!
Fucking bullshit.
That was a good look, though.
You saw the break play made on the goal.
It's out there with Riley right now. Fire wagon hockey. It's fun, but it's dumb. Engvall not called there. Give chance. Just drive. Got Engvall with him. Waiting for help. Gio
Still
stops up
2
there.
on 2. Now this is
Still
weird. Fucking Toronto. Fucking shoot!
Gio puts it on. Open the scoring in this game. Less than a minute in. Can't score a second there. All. Gio again. Looking for Bobby McMahon. Brings it back into the corner. Goes around for Gio, who's all over the ice right now.
Oh, jeez.
In Keflin. Oh, wraps around. Oh. Hang on. You can recite those games. Oh, Matthews, he had to have all over him. No ball. Really pressing that good, just not stopping on tempo. Really shoots, stopping on tempo.
Okay.
It's been active tonight. Timmins at the point. Willie filling in for Cindy. Puts it on. Blocked. Traffic. Matthews trying to keep it deep. He does. Willie with it now. Willie knocked down. Still plays the puck from his bottom. So that was first.
up against the Matthews line and surviving. And St. Louis been forced to have that matchup, and they've handled it well. Let's
go.
Almost with a break there.
It's gonna be 2 hours soon. But
By the way, I know
holy
we had some
shit.
issues there. They try to get it fixed at commercial break.
Woo! No, this is a sketchy game.
Or hopefully they just went away. That happens sometimes. Oh, Montreal! Better shot there.
Eh?
He's done a much better job this period, certainly than the last. That was maybe the Habs' best chance to frame so far. Comes down, breaks it out. What is Kerfoot talking about? He's upset about something. The dude was like mid-stride complaining. Wayne Simmons in the corner. Looking for a call, won't get it. Samsonov out to play it, which always is enjoyable. Do it. I especially think when he does it. Jack Eye. Absolutely. That was intentional. That was a nifty little play. Paul. 2-on-1. Can't get it out himself. Help arrives, though. Form of Wayne Simmons and Alexander Kerfoot. They'll break it out. Habs intercept. Watch this. Just read that dump in well. Connor Timmins stands down. 6 minutes in to the third period.
Oh my god. This is fucking weird.
Yeah, battling for it with Jack Eye. McMahon. Oh, great hold at the line from Sandy, and I can't believe it's still on. McMahon stopped by Montembeau. Great tonight. Both goals. Really underrated. Oh, boy!
Ooh!
Anderson almost got his second.
Oh, that would have been really bad.
He had to get a stick.
That I would have moved out of the building. Leafs get it deep. The big boys are out on the ice. So they get a wholesale change. Uh-oh. Riley battling for it. He gets it. Good play. Liljegren fighting for it, tooth and nail. This game, they are not calling any tipping penalties in this one. So far, no calling for penalties.
That's the third period tie game. Maybe
1 in 10 half game.
Matthew swished. Keeps going though. Really good battle, and here he comes. Shoots.
Oh.
Stop. They're on Montembeau. He's looking great tonight.
Oh my gosh.
That Florida game. Otherwise, he's been great for about a month.
What the fuck happened to the? Oh my gosh.
Leafs. Forced neutral zone turnover. Tavares getting hooked there. And that affected possession. Oh boy, I know they're not calling the cheap ones, but that affected possession right there. Not a great pass from Connor Timmins. Oh boy.
That was close.
Yo's Rasmus Sandin after this coffee. Bobby McMahon trying to create a turnover here from Montembeau. He does.
It does not go in, damn it.
Score. Bobby McMahon really does make a difference out there. Shot.
And
Blocked by Montembeau. Oh boy.
that was a good close call.
This is a great game. McMahon tried to wrap it around. Camp can't bang it in. Gets drilled to the ice by Kirby Doc. And holy cow, still tied here. Watch Hockey Night in Canada with Steve Dangle, presented by Coca-Cola. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. Are we gonna do anything, or do we think the problem fixed itself? Nope, we're not doing anything. Yeah, producer. Oh, producer Luis.
A little bit of close calls there, guys. Holy shit.
That means nothing is gonna go wrong. Nothing is gonna go wrong. You have producer
2 hours
Luis
now. Let's
guarantee that nothing is gonna. I'm just screwing with it. Everyone behind the scenes. That's not. Yeah, it's a little funny. All right. We got anything from the chat? Yeah, he just. It was not nice words. It was not nice words that he said. Will the Sabres make the playoffs? We saw that one.
not entirely sure.
Favorite type of sandwich? I saw someone said it was a while ago. What position do you want to see the Leafs go after? Yarncroke really had a difficult time finding his spot in this team. And then he found it. And second line left wing. And he scored tonight even. But I feel like, doesn't that feel like the most glaring not glare. Yeah, it does. It's the Leafs' largest area for potential improvement. The left wing in general. Dude, top line. Do you like Bunting? Of course you do.
11 minutes,
Matthews,
bro.
Nylander. Third best player
Holy
on that line.
shit.
Yarncroke. Do you like him? Of course you do. Plays with Tavares and Marner. Who's the third best player on that line? Exactly. Bobby McMahon is a rookie. He's the third line left winger tonight. There's Zach Aston-Reese. You know what I mean? This feels like a spot where they can improve, but ain't fall. We're going to go end to end again.
That's a jerk.
Who's this guy? There's an option at left wing. But he plays much better on the right. He does with David
That's a
Camp.
jerk.
Those two make magic together. This feels like center and right wing are figured out on lines 1 through 3. You know what I mean? And then the left, there's some debate. Question from J5Q. Who gets Bedard? My bet is Vancouver. Bunting. With the extracurriculars. It's very rare. Driving the net. Drives around the net. Frees himself up for a bad shot. Willie was blocked, but he gets it back. Blocked again. Now getting in front of a lot of pucks tonight. Leafs have really opened up that gap in shots. Returned to their game from the first period. Still a tie game, though, and as we know, it can change on a dime. Matthews in there with Bunting. Bunting tries to get it back to him. Not quite. Matthews holds on to it, shoots. Doesn't get it through. Bunting. Where is it? Montembeault covers it up. And I really can't stress enough how wonderful Montembeault has been tonight.
Well, here comes the bridal fashion of the Sing family.
Tonight.
Only win. New series with new back-to-back.
Get hydrated, boys. Here we go. Here we go.
On CBC or straight free. On CBC.
Voices
Mentioned all night the fact that Mark St. Louis doesn't always have the matchup game, but you noticed there you had Savard and Matheson, and rightly so. You saw a couple of.
I'm not a good hockey talk guy. Here we go, boys. I'm not good at that.
Looking to try to change
When I'm playing Shinny and someone falls down, I'm usually the guy who's like, "Are you okay? Is everything okay?" That's me. That's what I bring.
Direct some traffic.
Sorry.
Going to get waved out.
It'll bring good banter. Self-deprecation. Oh, I got that. You bet I got that. Yarncrow taking the face-off here for the second line. Does not win it. I mentioned
10
Yarncrow
minutes,
really
bro.
having a hard time getting
The
established. with the
fuck
Leafs.
is this?
Absolutely. Mark Giordano is
What the fuck are you
playing
doing?
judo flipped. Correct. Absolutely.
No. This is not how it ends. Fuck off.
Judo flip. It was perfect. He held on to him, got under the hips. Look at it. Okay. Maybe being a bit dramatic, but it's definitely a penalty. I don't know about
Definitely a penalty
the Leafs will have an
for
opportunity.
tripping, but
Please don't.
the
Or
fucking
score on the power play to take.
goal from Toronto's side fucking walked out.
We want to see that.
That can't
Here's
happen.
my thought. One of the million positions they had Yarncrow play at the beginning of the season was center. I just don't.
But they're gonna go
He can.
into fucking
I think he can
overtime,
play
bro.
center in the same way that
What the
Kerfoot
fuck
can,
is this match?
where it's not ideal. I think Kerfoot can be your fourth line center. Anything higher than that, I think we've seen it not work. Third line center, don't love it. Second line center, really don't love it. It's the sort of thing you do in a pinch. It's like the donut tire when you accidentally run over a nail. It'll last you a little bit. Like, it'll get you from A to B in an emergency situation, but you should really go get that tire replaced, is what I'm saying. Meyer rhymes with tire. The Leafs should trade for Timo Meyer, I think is what I'm trying to get at. Good player, big, plays both wings, shoots a lot, hits a lot. Great fantasy player. He is. He's a great fantasy player. Where's playoff numbers like? You know what? Why am I looking this up? Leafs are about to head to the power play. It's the third period. It's in Montreal. It's Hockey Night in Canada with Steve Dangle presented by Coca-Cola. We need a goal here, folks. Who's getting it? Who's getting it?
It's dumb. This match is
Bunting's
dumb.
grumpy,
This match is
but he's
freaking
probably not
weird as
getting on this top
fuck.
power play unit. The Bars bang one in.
Irby Duck in the hole he tripped one of Toronto's guys.
And it finds
Don't know who, but he tripped someone. On power play.
Yes.
I don't know if there's an empty net.
Willie or Austin, but you got to be difficult and say Riley. That's me. Captain Difficult. Marner with it. So Riley. He's waiting for stuff to open up, and they find an opening. No, they don't. Marner blocked. Oh, Mars almost hits it in. Oh, golden opportunity. Still a minute 15 to work here on this power play. 9 minutes to go in the third. Nice move from Mitch. Floods it a bit. He still have it. Mitch at the side of the net. He found. Oh, that wasn't Riley. I was about to freak out. Then he didn't score. And also it wasn't Riley. Riley with it. Oh boy, that's a bad giveaway. Willie's got to skate. Does a good job fending off Nick Suzuki. Yeah, that was a bad giveaway. The Leafs huffing and puffing have to get the second unit out there. Sandine. Engvall. He likes to take it end to end. Might he do it? Dumps it in for himself. Because he is fast enough to do that. Bunting is out there. Maybe I should have stuck with Bunting as my answer. Under 15 seconds to go. Yarncrow grips it. Where is it? Block. It's in the corner. Under 10 seconds to go. Leafs got to watch the half coming out of the box. It's in the corner again. Who's watching point? Lot of foot traffic in this corner. Leafs hold on to it though. Timmins puts it on. Ball goes after it. Oh, Leafs keep it again. Very least, stop the Canadians from catching their breath. Go for a line change, get the shutdown guys out there.
7 minutes
Camp.
left. Still 2-2.
Leafs now
This is
shooting
weird.
Montreal by 12. After that abysmal second period, Montembeault has been brilliant. Samson, unfortunately, hasn't had much to do with Gio taken down there in a big way. Looks no worse for where though. Perfect gets it into the corner. This feels like everywhere the puck goes, Montreal follows. Getting in front of everything. I don't know if it'll win you many games, but it might win you this one. Have to cough it up. Leafs get out with it. Ooh, good sequence of events to get that to Kerfoot. He was waiting for reinforcements. Matthews out there. Is this the first line or are they double shifting Matthews? I think they're double shifting. I don't know. Keith is a mad scientist in the third period sometimes, man. Makes the job really difficult.
6 minutes.
Really
Oh my gosh.
this line is on purpose, isn't it? Right?
What the
McMahon
fuck happened here? 5 minutes, 50 seconds left. They haven't scored a goal. It's gonna go to OT, bro. And if it ends up on shotouts,
I'm confused. I like it. By the time we figured out what the line was, they're done. Mars, Marner, and Yarn.
someone scores right now, they're winning.
Here comes. Oh boy. Leafs very fortunate that the puck skipped there. Dadonov puts it on, easily gloved by Samsonov. How dare you even put that thing on?
Ooh.
How dare.
Let's go.
Oh, Tavar is that close. Oh, so close. Jeez. Watch Hockey Night in Canada with Steve Dangle. Presented by Coca-Cola. I'm Steve Dangle. Dangle. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends there's magic when your voice cracks. And there's magic in a tied game in the third period. Sometimes it's the bad kind of magic and your team loses. Other times it's the good kind. What'll it be? What'll it be? Ethan, did you see the Lightning jersey thrown on the ice? I did. So the Lightning lost today to, I think it was Calgary. Someone threw a Vasilevsky jersey on the ice. And we don't have to give that person attention. Like, they've been to 3 straight Stanley Cup. I don't need to explain why that's stupid, right? Like, it's stupid if your team is bad, but I get it. At least. This is Tampa. How much you want to bet? It's on TikTok. Or something already. It's just someone trying to get clout. And it's Vasilevsky, too. Not that, like, is there a Lightning player whose jersey you could throw onto the ice and it would make sense? God. Gosh darn you, Steven Stamkos. I don't think that makes any sense, man. We don't need to give that person attention. Who cares? Alex, will Jack Campbell be a number 1 starter again? You know what? Jack Campbell's numbers as of late have been really good. And it seems like we were really willing to talk about his numbers when they were awful. We should give him his flowers. He's earned it. That puck chipped up and over the net. Just over 5 minutes to go here in the third period. Whoa. I think that was Jack-Eye tripping over a broken stick. Blast! Rebound! Ball gets to Giordano, gets to Hall. Hall throws it on for a tip. Oh, and he gets a rebound, but no one gets to it.
Fucking
Ball.
damn it.
Good
4.5
decision there,
minutes.
actually. He's got support. Habs turn it the other way. Camp has to fill in for Hall, and he does. Flip it down. Samsonov. Makes a good decision to play the puck, but he doesn't play it well. Now Montreal has it in a potentially dangerous situation. Except for they flub the pass, and the Leafs get it out, but will it be ice? Looks like it. Bowling misplays the puck, and it leaves the ice. $1,000 in arena upgrades. Nominations are open. Except I always say the goalie misplays the puck. I just love the execution there. Season 2 of Son of a Bitch. Tuesdays on CBC, stream free on CBC Channel. 4:08 to go in the third. 700 shots, 35-24 for the Leafs. These two scoring franchises, and you can see why they call this 2 periods to 1 for the Leafs so far. But goals are 2-2. It's just the game. It's all that matters. The games for the Leafs too. Look at Tampa losing to Calgary today. David Camp's taking a heavy breather here.
Yeah, Tampa Bay freaking lost.
Can he win this
They're
face-off?
the dumbest team in the
He
game.
does.
That also pissed me off too. 4 minutes left.
Bunting taking shifts here on the third line. Play the role of point.
This is gonna be an overtime match, isn't it?
He's done that a few times.
Unless he comes into it right now.
We're all talking about replacing Yarncroke. Oh boy. That conversation can wait.
Lucky.
What was the ref pointing at? Pointed like it was a goal. The penalty or what? Okay, I guess not. Chaos. Here come the half. Great stop by Samsonov, and they crash him again. And he's getting him slowly. He doesn't have his stick. So they can just keep doing that? Side. Samsonov's collected himself at the other end. He's going for a line change here. Go at the goalie again. Holy cow! Kelly Yarncroke just gave Michael Matheson an RKO. I've never seen that.
What?
I don't think
This is an RKO.
That was straight up like RKO diamond cutter. Samsonov gets run over in the blue paint there. By Kirby Doc. Like, that's Samsonov's ice. Does he get hit in?
And an RKO.
Kind of chunky Yarncroke too. And it's 4-on-4.
4-on-4.
Yeah, both
Good
makes sense. For Kirby Doc. In the late stages of this one, Yarncroke interference, Matheson roughing, and 16. Doc fixes tape. That's why.
Roughing and Kirby Doc.
It's not the big body. He's got
both penalties for the RKO. But that's funny. That's funny. That's funny.
Half RKO from Yarncroke. Great stop there from Samsonov. We got a lot of open ice here. With 3 minutes to go in a tied game. Marner. Great play to get back on side. Can the Leafs hold the line? They do. Tavares. Marner. Sandin and Liljegren. Out there for the Leafs. Tavares throws it on. We get ozone draw here. I imagine Austin and Willie are coming over the boards. I don't know who on defense. That's a good stop from Samsonov. Minute 33 here to go in this 4-on-4 action. 2:39 to go in the third. I've been singing Montebo's praises. He's been the busier goalie, but Samsonov's made some great ones for sure. So who we got? Matthews, Willie. Matthews loses that face-off. Liljegren. And do we have a Leaf penalty coming? Oh, no. I was looking up at the clock. I didn't see what happened. That's brutal. The Leafs will go down to 3 men for the second straight game.
Oh my god.
They almost killed it off, but didn't. Oh, big block. 2 minutes and 7 seconds to go in the third period.
3 for 61 seconds. I mentioned the assist.
And I'm an idiot. It was 4-on-4. Now it'll be 4-on-3.
Oh my god, this is gonna be one hell of an intense ass match. Yep.
Oh boy, that shot was up high there on Riley. Period.
3 for 61 seconds.
So once again,
And I'm an idiot.
4-on-3.
4-on-4. Now
with like 2 minutes left.
By Savard.
1 minute for the 4-on-3, and we'll start from there.
Oh
After
boy,
the
that shot
4-on-4
was
is
up
gonna come
high
back.
there on Riley.
It'll be 4-on-5 again, which is gonna be something.
Heath was trying to argue that Willie's stick was lifted
Example, you might have been able to get
into the face of a Montreal Canadiens player.
Martin St. Louis takes the time out wisely. Just
Martin St. Louis taking a timeout.
A lot of 4-on-3. Overtime's usually the only time you might get a chance. So now make sure your team knows exactly
You can argue.
how to set the.
They rarely overturn them.
Montreal, one of its last 15 on the power play, but what a chance to bump the.
And it's amazing that a relatively
Never misses
open game in terms of penalties
official as well. There's not a rant.
might come down to it here in the last minute. This dude right there is recording every minute of Sheldon Keefe behind the bench.
On this foul.
That is spies. They'd arrest that man.
And especially off the faceoff.
He was recording the Leafs' defensive plan, and now he knows the inner workings of the Leafs 4-on-3 penalty kill.
162% of the faceoffs tonight. Name. It's actually leading the NHL.
Realistically, that guy is probably just going to watch him on the train home here. Never send it to him.
Yeah, 2 minutes left.
But it's more fun to imagine them as spies.
2 minutes left.
Leafs clear it.
4-on-3, I believe.
Habs with a 4-on-3 penalty kill. Penalty power play. Sorry, I'm a little nervous. Once the 4-on-4 penalties are over, or the coincidental minors, there'll be a regular 5-on-4. With Yarn Crow coming out of the box for the Leafs. Oh boy! Oh, Habs with way too open of a lane. Samsonov with the stop.
Oh no. This is gonna be a passing of the torch moment.
Rocket Hoffman working it back and forth. Man, I'm terrified. 10 seconds to go here on this 4-on-3. All three Leafs penalty killers basically stationary. Off the post. Rebound.
On the post!
Habs still working it around. Shot.
Die of the post!
Not throwing his own.
Okay, now it's back to 4-4.
Leafs clear it down. Yard.
57 seconds. Holy shit.
This power play will go until basically the end of the third period.
Four on 5.
Yarn Crow.
Now this is 4-on-5 right now.
Does there. Gets it all the way down. Under 30 seconds to go here. This penalty kill.
Oh
Now,
my
under 30 seconds to go
god.
here in the third. Matheson gets entry. Goes after it himself.
It'll be an overtime kill.
The Habs lose the zone. 15 seconds to go here in the third. Oh boy.
7, 6,
Trying to draw
5,
interference there.
4,
Get it. The Leafs
3,
kill this penalty.
2,
Willie,
1.
out of the box, shoots.
Boo.
Incredible.
No one was lucky this round.
Behind the scenes, I was telling everyone, I think
Overtime.
That would have made me look really smart. But instead, We go overtime.
Oh my gosh. Overtime.
Leafs Habs. You know what? It's not so bad. It's not so bad. It's amazing. It's one of
It
those
was 4-on-3 at one point, but
things.
it was a good round. A good
One of those
round
things
where
the
nothing
Leafs
happened.
lose this game. Oh, they cough one up to the Habs.
The post.
That one went off the ball.
Oh,
and
the post.
If the Leafs win in any way, shape, or form, yeah, you can talk about the second period stunk. And it did. It stink. They won. Hooray. Saturday night. Hooray. Against the Habs. Hooray. Just win. Just win, baby.
Shot blocks for the Canadians. In the game.
I think talking about
Review how we got
how you win,
overtime tonight.
and form, and strategy, I think that's all very important. It's all very important.
Overtime.
But
Now
consider
let's kill.
that it's
went to
January,
overtime.
and I just want to win for the lulls. I just want to win for the lulls, baby.
Woo!
That's all I want. Who is getting the OT winner?
Fucking Toronto.
Who's going to be?
Fucking Toronto. Mark my words to that.
A lot of open ice for Josh Anderson. He was a wrecking ball in that second period.
Be right back.
Nick Suzuki, man. With the Habs, I think you go with the obvious answer, and that's Nick Suzuki. But they're not going to score. So you got to go to the Leafs. I'll take Willie. Again, don't overthink it. Go with the last guy to score one. Willie. It's easy to be like, all right, Bobby McMahon, Michael Pezzetta. Everyone wants to be that guy. I don't think you overthink this. Speaking of overthinking it, David Camp starting overtime, which Sheldon Keefe has done repeatedly, and I actually think it's a really good idea. Here comes Mitch Martin. Wide on Montreal, and you got to watch. Camp, by the way, immediately switching off for Austin Matthews. I don't hate that strategy at all. Leads 4 and 6 in overtime, which is actually incredible considering how bad they were in overtime to start the season. What were they, like 1 and 5? Their first 6? So a little bit of sustained possession here. Matthews curling drag. Oh, wide of the net. That's attacking. Willie has the defenseman. Shot wide. Samsonov, stop. Willie corrals it. Willie out there with Riley. Matthews will sub off. Riley gains the zone and then gets it right back. Tavares out there. Driving a bit. Ooh, floods it a bit. Holds on to puck though. Will not hold on to the zone as Willie goes off. Sandine out there. Marner drops it for JT. JT somehow comes up with it there with the Habs. Turn it back over. Marner's got to turn on the Jets. Oh, stop! Stop! Habs broke the net there. The bar, good job to hold his own. Montreal looks to get reinforcements. Marner, Jason Affleck.
I am not proud of this fucking overtime bullshit.
Montreal doesn't capitalize. Leafs have 3 men back.
I just saw something upstairs and I wasn't pleased. And that's why I'm gonna yell the boos. I just want to really see it for myself.
Boris. Oh.
Boo! Boo!
And the Habs win it.
Bullshit. Bullshit. Rude. They didn't deserve that. They did not deserve that.
Find the back of the net. That guy almost just fell down.
Bullshit.
Be careful, everyone. I know you're excited.
First career overtime goal.
And after an abysmal period,
Damn.
to start the game, Habs completely got their show run. Leafs scored in the first minute. They chip away bit by bit, little by little. Storm back in the second period. They were clearly the better
One,
team in the second period.
If they didn't call for that second period,
Bounce
fucking
back
hit him in the
third,
face
Sports,
twice,
their patience.
they could have won that.
in
It could have been
overtime,
3-0 in the first period right there and then.
That's an open
If
shot.
there was not an overtime kill, we would have won that.
Bars going the wrong
Guarantee
way.
we would have won that.
That's an
Fucking
open
shame.
Dude, winner. Gotta have a bigger celly than that. Up and over Samsonov, who I gotta say had a really good game.
Whoever shot that last goal, what a shame.
Unfortunately, the Leafs only come out of this with 1 point instead of 2. And that is the most monotone OT celly I think I've ever seen. Like, is that a prank? Is that a bit? Is he dared to do that?
What was a kill on the
Like, how do
overtime?
you do that?
Holy shit.
20,000 people losing their minds. Watch Hockey Night in Canada with Steve Dangle, presented by Coca-Cola.
I am not impressed at all.
Why do I have to be Steve Dangle? The Leafs lose to Montreal. I'm so sick of being Steve Dangle when the Leafs lose to Montreal. On these streams, live. Is it the end of the world that the Leafs lost this game?
No. Or that there could have been clutches where it could have been called and it never got called for.
You super shouldn't lose this game.
I'm
Like-
gonna flip myself off on that one. But I'm
You
gonna
can't
end
win
this
every game.
podcast here
Around-
since we all know what happened
Ever
now.
noticed that
Fucking
they say
boom
that
out
a
of the
lot?
building.
Say that a
They,
lot.
they should be ashamed for that.
You know what I mean? No, you can't. But you like,
Says when you boy one craft. Here to kill us all over craft said the pod don't means you already know the Blast from the Cat is gonna be the best podcast in the game. So it's Benny Boy One Craft and the rest of the team stash and we're up.
greatly outplayed them in the
Peace.
third. What on earth happened in the second period? That was one